Good morning. How are you today? My goodness, happy day after Christmas. I'm so excited. Well, I don't know if so excited. Well, I'm excited that all the hustle and bustle is done. So whatever you have, you're kind of done with. I'm not excited that it's over. It's very difficult for me to let it go. So I'm curious, as you're joining me, are you like, team, I'm all done with this? Or are you team like, I kind of like to make it last a little bit more? For me, I'm definitely team, let's make it last a little bit more. I try to space out our holiday get-togethers. But I just want to show you the big difference in kind of what's going on here on my eyes. So I use a favorite shade for me. This is from the Permanent line. This is Candied Cocoa Shimmer. This is definitely loved by everyone. You can see it has just, let me get a little closer, a little bit of the brown to it, but the shimmer picks up some golds and a tiny hint of mauve. So we talk a lot about one and done shades when we're together. So I just want to say, so there's two ways you can apply your eye sense. Good morning, Heather. Good morning, Renee. So there's two ways you can apply your shadow. Just to get a little bit more control and build your confidence, you can just go right in here. I'd love to know, as you're hopping on, how your Christmas was. Tell me all about it. So what I'm doing here is from the brush, right? I'm blending this out. And anything I don't like, and you get to see a little bit more of the mauve, anything I don't like, this is cream to powder. It's going to dry to a powder finish, right? I can go ahead and just kind of keep diffusing it until I get the desired shade I want. So I kind of like, if I'm doing this, I'm going to put this away for a minute and keep visiting with you guys while I do the rest of what's on my face and maybe pop on a lip real quick. We're going to put this down, but we're going to come back to it. So I'm also not super excited that I have to work today. Are you lucky enough to now be off, or are you like me, super duper tired and now headed to work? Because that's kind of the reality of where I'm at. I'm not really thrilled to go to work, and I feel like in self-defense perhaps I should just be completely unproductive, which is not who I am, so that's not going to happen. But truly that's kind of what I want to do. But I guess it would be a good day. It should be pretty slow because I know most people are lucky enough to be off today. So I think it'd be pretty cool to maybe do some organization in my desk, clean out my drawers and things like that. But we were talking kind of about, I was looking for, I have this favorite thing when I do this with my eyes, but I can't find it. So we'll just grab this to take care of that, right? So I really feel like I've posted this a few times that, you know, we should try to keep some of the magic all year, and really enjoy the time of what it is. So we did have a great Christmas Eve. And again, I really want to know how your holiday was. We had a great Christmas Eve. My favorite aunt came over. JC picked her up and drove her home. She has some eye vision issues, and she is a nervous driver. So he definitely went and did that, which was so nice of him. And I really appreciate him doing that so we could get to spend some time with her. Now let's go ahead and we're going to finish what we did with the Candied Cocoa, right? Because you can see there's a difference in the dimension. So a great way to get some dimension in your eye corner here is to go ahead and make a little triangle. See how I'm using my hand like a little tripod, my little pinky, and we're just going to put that there, and maybe we'll put a tiny bit in here, right? Just to make it stand out a little bit more. Use the same brush because this is a one and done look, and then you just kind of want to blend it, kind of make like a circular motion. You can start tapping it if you want it to be a little bit more vivid. And again, cream to powder, super forgiving, but you can see now it's going to look very similar to what I did here. And then I'm going to bring this up just to kind of even it out, like how this side is. So you can see I brought it up. And just kind of that simple, right? And then we can smudge that under my eye. Let's see how I'm doing on time. I'm still doing okay. So, I mean, that was kind of the easiness of a one and done shade. You can see how quickly that comes together. And I also will have this for you guys in my stories so you can see it, where I talk about all the other products I'm using as well. So they came for dinner. We actually ended up making my husband's mom's lasagna, which is so special. It's a white lasagna made with a bechamel, so it was really delicious. And then I made a take on the Instagram Christmas tree salad, which is pretty easy once you get the leaves of the romaine to actually look like the Christmas tree, but initially that was really stressing me out. My bestie made a great appetizer. I made us 2 different types of bourbon smashes, the kind of more traditional, but I jazzed it up with like cranberries and some rosemary sprigs in it to make it festive. And then one I had really been wanting to try called a white Christmas one that actually uses lime instead of the lemon, and it was delicious, like such a treat. My poor bestie made a cheesecake that didn't work, but we had lots of Christmas cookies, and she was so sweet to leave us some. So I really appreciate that. And then, to be honest, yesterday, because I had to work, we decided just to stay at home. So I made kind of our own special Christmas dinner, which was really great. But it ended up being so much more work than I really wanted it to be. So we've been talking a lot about the holiday showcase colors, so I thought we would play with Vintage Rose. But we have lots of awesome turkey left, so that's good. I made, my favorite recipe is this Alton Brown brine. Let me know if anybody wants that recipe. It's so good, and it's worth the extra effort, and it makes amazing, super easy gravy. And then I did my husband's favorite. It's a bread leek pudding. It's stuffing. And then by then I was like running on fumes. So I ended up using a frozen bag of mashed potatoes, which were I probably will end up making more mashed potatoes to go with it. And this is what Vintage Rose looks like, right? So we had some things about the difference in the shade. So I'm going to do it kind of thinner so you can see it, what you would get. So this is it, a little thinner. Oh, look, I have that lip twitch back, which means I'm tired. So we'll let that set. And let's go back to the one that was super duper light, which is kind of how I have it on my lips. If I went back in and did another coat, you can see it really pops up the color. It even makes it darker than the first one. Sorry, I know that's the worst awkward pause. So that was the day. And then, and I did sweet corn, which was really good. And we started out watching the day with a favorite movie called, well, last night on Christmas Eve, we watched a favorite movie, which is Christmas Chronicle. Always makes us super happy. And then yesterday we watched most of the holiday, a really funny Christmas variety show from Nashville. I can't think of the Nate somebody was the host. You guys probably know it. You can shout it out in the comments. And that was the day. Oh, and we watched Hot Frosty, which was super cute. I'll tell you guys about it if you want. But that's it. I just wanted to show you how easy it is. I'm going to get my Golden Girls outside and schlep off to work. Ugh. Have a great day.